that Bob Ross back on. So what we've got is the Scythe Fuma 2. This is a dual tower cooler. I originally saw the Scythe Fuma Rev B back, oh god, it would have been over a year, almost 2 years ago, when I was doing a cooler comparison, looking for some coolers for a project at the time. This one showed up, or the Rev B did, so I need a new cooler for another project I'm working on now, so I figured why not give it a try. Get in the box, and we've got fan here, we've got cooler in here, and we've got our box of mounting hardware and accessories. So let's look at that. Something I really like about this cooler, you get this fancy dancy screwdriver. Is it magnetic? Hang on a sec. Oh, did you look at that? It's magnetic. Nice. Nice little screwdriver there. For free. What else we got in here? Instructions. Okay. Mounting bracket, thermal paste, fan brackets. It's just your mounting hardware. And oh, this is nice. You get a sleeved fan splitter. Good deal. Good deal. Okay. Now we got the goodies box out of the way. What else do we get? Let's see if I can manage to get this out. Okay, you get the slim fan here. Now this is to actually go on the innermost part of the cooler, so the part of the cooler is going to be closer to the front of your case, not towards the rear. It's a slim fan, and a lot of that has to do with the fact that Scythe has really worked on making this cooler compatible with as many different motherboards, cases, you know, everything that they can. So this slim fan helps with that, helps with clearance issues. It's got pretty nice rubberized corners. I definitely don't see this making too much noise, but will be interesting to see how the slim performs. And we've got the cooler. Okay, let's get that box out of here. Here we go. This is the cooler. Let me try to zoom in a little bit here. Alright, so this is what you're getting. Don't know how easy it is to see on camera, but fins on this fairly spaced out. Not a very dense fin array. We've got 6 heat pipes, nice to see, and we've got one of the normal fans there in the middle. So it is an offset cooler. Take a look, you can see everything is offset, so that's again just gonna help with clearance. And we've also got the notch excuse me, we've got the notch cut out for additional RAM clearance, so should be plenty of compatibility here, although that's not going to be an issue with my standard run-of-the-mill AM4 motherboard. So I'm going to get getting on installing this, and we will be back. Okay guys, this is something that I did want to point out. If you look at the fans, you'll notice that the fan blades are actually oriented in a different direction. So big fan here, the thick boy, it's actually supposed to spin clockwise, and the slim is going to spin counterclockwise. Now, if you've spent any time with computer fans, you're going to know that this isn't pretty typical. Normally the fans, they just spin one way, you're good to go. This is something kind of neat that Scythe is doing. On planes, it's called contra rotation. You'll hear about like a contra rotating propeller, and the idea is that you're not losing as much of the speed on the air. When air comes through a propeller, you're going to lose some of it off to the sides, just lost in rotational energy. As the air moves through, it's going to get thrown to the side, and what this does is by having them rotate in opposite directions, ideally you're going to put more air through it. I don't really think it's going to help too much here. My own 2 cents here, I think it's probably just marketing snake oil, but it is kind of a neat feature, and it was something that I wanted to point out. So real quick, I just want to talk about how the bracket goes in. This is honestly one of the easiest and the nicest brackets I think I have ever used on a mounting system for a cooler. So the way that this works is, at least on AMD, it's different on Intel. You use the stock backplate. That's pretty standard with AMD coolers. You just drop these little rubber spacers in between. They've got a rubber washer on the top, and they're just made out of nylon. You drop those down and they will hold the back plate in place, so you don't have to worry about holding the back plate up from underneath. Then you just drop the screws in, drop the brackets in, and that's it. You're done. The magnetic screwdriver that they include for free makes that a dream, and you don't have to worry about holding the back plate in or anything like that. It's just 4 screws, drop the cooler in, and then 2 more screws and you're done. So that's incredible. I love it. Or did the wise put your fan brackets on before you put the fan in the middle? Okay, just a quick note. I had to take the center fan out. Now, because of the slots here and here, and with this lovely included screwdriver, you can just drop down and you can get to the screws to install it. I mean, it's there. Like, however, it's a real pain in the ass to line everything up. I'm using one of the graphite pads especially, and that's a slippery sumbitch, so I wanted to make sure that everything lined up. But now that I've got it in, got it installed, I'm going to go ahead and drop that fan in, and then we'll be off to the races for performance. Alright guys, so I got the cooler in, just finished testing it, and it looks like it's actually pulling in about 4 or 5 degrees cooler than my Thermalright True Spirit Direct was. So that's not bad. I didn't expect this thing to blow it out of the water. Really, if I had to say anything, I'd say that performance is probably due to the fact that it has a cold plate on the cooler rather than the direct heat pipes like the True does. I still have some questions about how those work with the graphite pads. I think that's probably more of the problem and less of the cooler being better. It does have a different sound profile. I'm not sure if it's louder or quieter. It's about the same, maybe a little bit louder, but I think that's just on account of the 2 fans. But same fan profile, same everything. We're looking at about 4 or 5 degrees cooler. So all in all, not bad. I'm getting an extra 50 megahertz of my average boost on my 3700X, which, hey, I'll take it.